Yeah, I I can't do this anymore.
What? How come? Like, what's up?
My doctor said I can't.
Really?
Yeah, he said this is bad for me.
How much time do you have, like, before we have to stop this?
I mean, it could be it could be days, it could be hours, you know. Um, but like I went to like different special. They just said like
Anyway,
I
welcome
can't
to
do
the
this
Cosmic
anymore.
Panel, where we will be talking about our most popular and most anticipated comics that we will be reading this week. Today is October 19th. This batch of comics should be interesting. Elias, kick it off.
All right, let's kick it off. So I got a few fun pulls today. I got Crypt of Shadows #1 to kick it off. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, if not my very favorite. And this is going to be a really sick Marvel Halloween special. Cover looks awesome. We got like Moon Knight on there, Man Thing, looks like Werewolf by Night and Man Wolf. But yeah, this looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. I love me some Marvel horror stuff. So I'm really excited to see what this does. This is a lot of different writers, a lot of different artists. Ewing's on there. Yeah, Ewing's in the list, so
I
that's really cool.
wonder who he's writing out of this
Yeah,
batch.
that'll be cool
That'd
to
be cool
see
if he was
who
writing
he
a
wants to
Man
cover.
Thing book. I feel like he could pull off a really good Man Thing book.
Yeah, I would definitely dig that a lot. So yeah, this is a big grand special, 5.99 book. So it's gonna be a lot of good stuff. Next up, I got Iron Man 24. At the end of the last Iron Man issue, we got Cobalt Man introduced.
Yeah,
Um,
he's back in the fray.
this arc has been cool, but I feel like I need a little. I want a little bit more. So I'm hoping as the story progresses, it'll get a little more intense.
Yeah, I
Um,
need more like not to be like I hate like the planning or anything, but like I feel like we're not getting to the point where like the rings are a threat yet. I need
yeah,
the rings to be more of a threat.
yeah. Well, I guess Cobalt Man has him now, and we're gonna see what he does with them. This cover's really cool. Alex Ross stands strong on the covers.
Yeah. I do wish they
Um,
used more of the stealth suit too.
yeah, I think that's just what he's in right now, right?
Yeah, he's just in the stealth suit. So I don't know if that's like lowered combat capacity or what, because usually that's usually the trade off of like those specialized suits.
Yeah. So this is cool. I'm hyped for them to finally get the rings involved.
Oh,
Um,
Riri's gonna be in it.
definitely gonna. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it says right here, as Rhodey and him lock it all up and plan their next steps, Tony and Riri Williams argue what to do with the most powerful weapon they've recovered, the Mandarin rings.
Hmm.
Huh.
Okay.
So I
Cool.
guess they're really trying to push Ironheart as like we're getting closer to her getting her own Disney Plus show.
She should be more involved in the Iron Family, I guess. You
She
know.
should. She should. I
We
agree.
haven't seen her in a while. Next up, I think the one I'm most excited for this week is Carnage #7. I've been loving this Carnage series. It's just been really awesome. Really, just introducing and bringing in all sorts of weird villains and characters and stuff like that. Now that Jonathan is like on, he has Malekith. He's trying to keep him away from Carnage, but he doesn't want to kill him because he doesn't want to be, the bad guy or whatever.
I like that what Carnage is doing is having repercussions in the rest of the Marvel universe. Like it's not just being its own isolated story. Like it's being
Yeah.
referenced somewhat in Thor and in Venom. Like it's very interesting.
But they are showing that Carnage is doing shit and that actually is affecting the Marvel universe. Next up, I got Moon Knight #16. 15 was a really cool reintroduction to Steven and Jake, to showing how they excel at what they do. We haven't seen that in a long time, so it was like a cool like classic Moon Knight feeling book,
Yeah.
where you got to see Jake compiling information and Steven compiling information in their own like unique ways to find out who these two new villains are that attacked MK. This has been really awesome. I'm hoping many more issues come, because it
Yeah.
seems like they're just on a steady roll right now and they're just coming up with good shit for Moon Knight to do. So this is gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
I mean I talked to Jed McKay at Comic Con and man he loves he stated I asked him how he felt about like and Marvel coming out with a show around the time that he was releasing his run and he was like I keep those things very separate. I viewed the comic medium as a completely separate thing from the TV show, so I don't try to force myself into the TV show
Hmm.
lore, which I thought was like very cool. Like that he's sticking to this character and sticking to its roots instead of just going into fully the MCU with like, oh, now
Yeah,
he has a magic suit and etc.
it's even better because like usually when they put out a character's comic around the time of like a release of like a show or whatever, the TV studio is more involved in the comic side of it. And so I'm glad that they didn't have anyone telling Jed what to do,
Yeah,
on
exactly.
that side of it, because that's what I'm usually concerned about is like, okay, you got to push these characters, you got to bring these guys around. No, it was just like a completely like, original Moon Knight concept. And it's been a blast so far. So, and finally, I got Defenders Beyond #4. I think this is only a 5-issue series. So this is a penultimate,
Yeah, this
and
cover's weird.
I think this is a return to one of the.
Oh, the like like the embodiments of like the
I think
superheroes.
so.
Yeah, that would make yeah, because it says the land of couldn't be, shouldn't be. I think that's how they talk, didn't they? Like like the weird monsters with like 4 Hulk heads or whatever in the
Yeah.
last series.
At least it looks the style looked like it. But yeah, I mean the series has been amazing. Javier Rodriguez on the art last issue really blew me away. He always does, but last issue was especially nice. And a Tigra centric issue too, which was really cool.
Which was a surprise because Phoenix was on the front cover, and we all kind of went, okay, so Phoenix is going to be the main focus this issue.
Yeah,
No,
Phoenix
it
was
was
gonna
Tigra.
fuck everything up. No, Tigra combated the Phoenix, which was really interesting.
Yeah, really, really interesting power scaling, and also I love that they used America Chavez used the mask again, and
Hmm.
this time it proved that it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, it gives you an equal shot, but it doesn't guarantee your victory,
Yeah,
which is
that's
like
what's always really
very
cool about
satisfying.
the Eternity Mask. Yeah, I'm glad that they keep showing that that's like not a surefire way to win anything. So yeah, this is really sick. Been loving this book so far, so excited to see where it goes. So those are my five. Lucas, what are your top five for this week?
So, Ekman 16, we have been very, very, we are progressing the plot forward from Judgment Day. Forge is going into basically, Forge created this bubble to stop the children of the vault from escaping the vault. Think of the children as the vault as like humanity's hyperbolic time chamber, where they're improving tech and basically augmenting themselves to combat the mutants. They've been in there for probably in their time, probably like a couple million years now, and so when they get out, they're going to be super powerful. So Forge is like, okay, we can't fight them head on, so let's make them think that they're basically they're in their own pocket dimension. And so he creates a bubble that literally makes them think that they're in their own world and that they conquer the world and they win. And now he needs to go in to retrieve Darwin, who is stuck in there. So very interesting. Next up is Aquaman Andromeda, #3. This is the last issue. We are still kind of getting into who Aquaman is exactly. He's kind of been obscure in like the ways that they haven't really explained who Aquaman is exactly. It's kind of just hinted at that he just lives there, and he's just a creature that just happens to live there, like almost like a Black Lagoon creature.
Oh, okay,
And
interesting.
like they found a crashed what they thought was a crashed alien ship. It actually turned out to be an Atlantean ship, like the humans. And because of that, now Black Manta's like trying to get possession of the craft, and like the humans are trying to get it to the surface so that they can improve their technology. It's like almost a horror-esque movie. But
Hmm.
Aquaman's like helping them, the humans, but he doesn't want them taking the ship. So it's like it's now the question is like, what will he do if they try to take the ship? Like, will he kill them all? Because I mean, this is a DC Black Label; they have free reign to do whatever, and it's Ram V.
Yeah,
So
anything goes.
exactly. After that was Rogues #4. This is the last issue in the series. This is the finale. It's it's called Gorilla City Blues. This issue, a really fun series. I've been really enjoying it. It's from the writer of the Flash, Joshua Williamson, who did the Flash for a long, long time. So he knew obviously these characters very well. Basically, this series was just smash cut to like 40 years in the future. The rogues are all washed up. Captain Cold is like in the prison reform system. Like there's a bunch of stuff, and Snart comes up with the idea to do one last heist. You know, that old OG story of like one last heist, and then we can win it all, and we can prove to
Hmm.
everyone that we're not just crummy villains. And they decide to try to rob Gorilla Grodd and Gorilla City of all their gold. They fucked up and accidentally stole his child. So Gorilla Grodd is going to be pissed. And I love the way that he's dressed up in this series because he's literally in a suit like a mafia boss, and he has a cigar and shit. It's so funny. It's
Nice.
absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I'm
It's
excited to check this out. This does look a lot of fun. I definitely want to peep that.
Yeah, no, I highly recommend it. Next up is Batman the Knight, #10. I mean, what can I say that I haven't already said about the series? This is the finale, though. Bruce has finally trained with Ra's al Ghul. He's finally met him. He's been questioning Ra's. Ra's has been saying that he wants to save the world and wants to defend it, and etc. And Bruce has basically been figuring out, oh, when he says he wants to save the world, he means like he wants to kill all the leaders and everything and just like restart humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Which is obviously not what Bruce wants to happen. So very interesting. This should be the first time that Bruce is quote unquote becoming Batman. He's already gotten
Okay.
all the skills. They hinted at Talia and his romance, which was really fun. He was the only one to deny Talia, which was really funny. Like Talia made advances on him, and he was like, "Get away from me!" Like just deadpan.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, huh. But yeah, no, it's sick. I mean, Chip Zdarsky writing the current not Batman, no, Batman run. He is writing the current Batman run, and he's writing this. And I mean, it's sick. It's a great prequel. I love training arcs, and this is basically a giant Batman training arc. And then finally, my last pick is the last issue of Public Domain. I've been loving this series. This has been a love letter, another Chip Zdarsky love letter. I love the summary for this. Join Chip Zdarsky as he teams up with hot new artist Chip Zdarsky on this hot new issue.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's just really funny that he's drawing, writing, and doing all, like, he's literally the letterer, the colorist, everything for this book. You can
Yep.
tell he really loved this. But yeah, it's like a love letter to like Jack Kirby and like all the OG comic creators that didn't really get enough credit back then. And I mean, they now have the rights
Cool.
to make their own comics. And if you like realistic stories, honestly, this is pretty touching. It's nice. It's pretty humorous at times too. So it'll get a nice chuckle out of you.
Is this the final issue you said?
Yeah, this is the last issue, and this is it.
Cool.
But yeah, this has been the Cosmic Panel, October 19th.
Remember to subscribe, check out your local comic shop, and read comics.
Yeah, there you go.